Hey guys, Andy Gideon here. Just doing a quick update on the progress of the Ziroli Panther. And as you can see here, the fuselage is pretty much completed. Just got a few more little odds and ends to do. I haven't done all the final sanding yet, so this needs to be filled in really good. This all turned out really good. For as much as a pain in the ass this was to sheet, it turned out really surprisingly well with not a whole lot of filler. Like I said, all I got left on it is I need to make my nose piece, which I'm probably just going to use a block of foam, sand it to the shape that I want. Then I'm going to epoxy over the foam and blend that into the fuselage. Then I'll do the final fill on the fuselage, and then I'll glass over the whole thing. So that'll give me a nice strong nose piece. Need to put my blocks on the inlets here. Not quite finished sheeting the bottom. So far I've just gotten around the retract area, so I was able to pull the retracts out. So I just got to finish this, which I'll finish up tonight. Still have to put a plywood ring on the back here for my pipe to come through. Other than that, tail piece is all done. And it's probably not the easiest to see on the camera, but this is a handmade fiberglass part from a friend of mine, and that was, I guess you could say, my Christmas gift from him, because he's the one that talked me into building the Panther in the first place. But he made this piece out of his own molds, and it adds just a nice little scale detail. As you can see, I got a little balsa block in there to give it some strength. If I have a tail strike on takeoff or landing, it won't crack the fiberglass. And I'm going to be able to drill a hole right in the middle of it and put my hook in there, since this was a carrier-based jet. So yeah, pretty happy with it. It's turning out quite well. Hopefully within the next week or so I'll be able to start the wings, and before you know it, it'll be in glass. I'm starting to have some second thoughts on flying it this year. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I don't build as fast as I used to. When I was a teenager, I could probably frame this airplane up and had it ready to fly in maybe 2 months. But I just don't build like that anymore. Plus, I got another project. Yeah, as you can see, that's all I need is more projects, because I don't have enough airplanes. Yeah, it's terrible. Kudos to anybody that can figure out what this airplane is right away. This is a very old Goldberg Super Chipmunk. And if you go back into the videos that I've put on my channel, if you watch the one that says me flying in the 90s, there's a couple clips of me flying my Chipmunk in there. And the Goldberg Chipmunk has always been my favorite airplane. The Super Chipmunk's my favorite plane, but the Goldberg Chipmunk is the best flying Super Chipmunk I've ever flown. And I've flown the Ohio RCs, the Great Plains, the big one they had. And I still have my Dynaflight de Havilland Chipmunk. But there was just something about the Goldberg that just flew extremely well. Unfortunately, it was stolen out of my garage when I was 16, I believe. And I've never had another one since. And since now I mainly fly giant scale warbirds and World War I stuff, it's just never been too motivating to build another Goldberg Chipmunk. So I've kind of kept my feelers out for many years if I ever came across one for a really good price. Obviously this one doesn't look like much, and here's the wing for it here. When I got it, this was built a long time ago and was in pretty rough shape as far as the covering goes. But I got a ton of covering, and this will be a nice project for my son and I. He is now the third generation of flyers in my family to have a Goldberg chipmunk. My dad built his first one in 1989. We built mine in 1999. And now we got this one. So almost 30 years of flying chipmunks. Kind of cool. So this is going to be our little project. We're going to work on it a couple evenings out of the week. Probably cover the elevator and rudder today. I'm going to take it into work with me here shortly because the fuselage is a little oil soaked, and I don't think covering is going to stick to a lot of the parts very well. So I'm going to spray it with a latex sandable primer, which will seal the wood, and it really gives something for the monocoat to stick to. And I'm going to put the original OS 61 SF back in it. You know, why not? The cowling is pretty much destroyed. It's the old ABS cowl from the kit, and it's not in the greatest shape. But thankfully, my good friends at Fiberglass Specialties still makes a canopy and cowl for this airplane. So I've made an order. So this will look like a brand new airplane again. So that's it. Just wanted to touch base with you guys. I've had a couple comments on the jet, and just wanted to let you know that it is coming along, and there is a good chance it will fly this year. May not be till later in the season, I don't know. I'm probably going to be picking up the turbine for it within the next couple weeks. I'm going with a, wow, total brain fart. I've been removing snow at work since 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little tired. A Jet Cat P70 is what I'm going to have in it. So that should be plenty of power, very well suited for the jet. So as I get more work done on it, I'll keep you posted. Later.